On a sunny May morning in 2025, Ibrahim Traoré, president of Burkina Faso, walked through the elegant halls of the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York. His footsteps echoed against the marble floor as he gripped his phone, coordinating details for the upcoming African Leaders Summit. The cool, air-conditioned interior was a stark contrast to the dry heat of Ouagadougou. "Mr. President," said Marcel Ouedraogo, his diplomatic aide, approaching with a gold envelope, "you've received an invitation from America First tonight. On Fox News, they're requesting an exclusive interview about U.S.-Africa economic relations." Ibrahim paused, gazing out the 47th floor window. Below, Fifth Avenue teemed with yellow taxis and hurried pedestrians. The city was in constant motion, just like the challenges back home. "Who's the interviewer?" he asked, adjusting his military beret. "KASH Patel," Marcel replied. "Former Trump official, now a host. He's known for controversial. Takes on African leaders." Ibrahim frowned, well aware of Patel's blunt and provocative reputation. Yet he recognized the platform's potential. "Accept it," he said. "It's time to show the world who we really are." 3 days later, the Fox News studios in Manhattan buzzed with energy. LED lights glared against the show's iconic blue and gold backdrop. Technicians scrambled. Coffee and makeup filled the air. In his dressing room, KASH Patel, sharp-featured and combative, reviewed his notes. He held files brimming with critical reports on Burkina Faso. "Let's remind these so-called leaders they don't fool us," he muttered to his producer. "I have intel that'll leave him speechless." Across the hall, Ibrahim prepared calmly. He wore a crisp navy suit, his beret still in place, a symbol of his roots. Marcel briefed him. "Mr. President, he may try to provoke you. Stay focused. We're here to show progress, not start a fight." At 8:45 p.m., the broadcast began. "Good evening, America. I'm KASH Patel, and this is America First Tonight," the host said with his trademark grin. "With us is Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso. But can we trust yet another African leader?" The words struck like daggers. Ibrahim remained composed, though his hand subtly clenched. "Thank you for having me, Mr. Patel," he said evenly. "I'm here to talk about the future, not the shadows of outdated prejudices." Patel leaned in. "Let's talk facts, Mr. Traoré. Your country suffers from poverty, instability. Now you want American investment. Why should we believe this?" "Time is different." Ibrahim inhaled deeply. He thought of the new schools, the renovated hospitals, the lives changed. "Because unlike many who speak of change, I act on it," he said firmly. "We've cut child mortality by 30%, built 200 schools, created 50,000 jobs in 2 years." Tension built. Patel pressed further. "Nice numbers," he scoffed, holding up a report. "But what about human rights violations under your watch? Arbitrary arrests, censorship, executions. How do you explain that?" Ibrahim's fury simmered beneath the surface. "These accusations are false, spread by those who profit from our instability," he replied. "While some sit in studios spinning lies, I'm on the front lines fighting real threats." "Terrorists?" Patel sneered. "Or citizens who oppose your rule? Let's be real. You took power via a military coup. Are you even a Democrat?" The studio fell silent. Ibrahim rose slightly from his seat. "Mr. Patel," he said in a low, deliberate tone, "there's a line between journalism and propaganda, and you just crossed it." Then Patel made a fatal mistake. With a smug grin, he leaned back and said, "You know what the problem is with you Africans? Always playing the victim, always asking for help. You can't even run your tribes properly." The word "tribes" rang out like a gunshot. Ibrahim froze. Marcel, watching from backstage, covered his face in disbelief. Patel, oblivious, pressed on. "Maybe it's time the real countries handled grown-up business." The silence was explosive. Slowly, Ibrahim stood, his tall frame casting a long shadow under the lights. "Mr. Patel," he said, voice firm. You've just demonstrated exactly why America is losing respect globally. Not because of us, but because of ignorance like yours. Patel tried to walk it back. Look, I didn't mean... No, Ibrahim interrupted, stepping closer. You did. And now you're going to hear what a so-called tribal African has to say. Facing the cameras, Ibrahim delivered a stunning rebuttal. My tribe. They are engineers building bridges across forgotten rivers, doctors saving lives with discarded equipment, teachers educating children in 4 languages. While you read from a teleprompter, we produced Wangari Maathai, Nelson Mandela, scientists who cure diseases while you build weapons. The room was still. Patel attempted to cut in, but Ibrahim pushed forward. You want numbers? We've increased agricultural production by 40%, cut imports by 25%, and built the largest solar reserve in West Africa. Meanwhile, what have you solved, beyond stirring controversy? And then, unexpectedly, Ibrahim smiled, not mockingly, but with sadness. You waste a platform that could enlighten millions, he said. You divide, you insult, and that is your legacy. Patel, desperate, muttered, You're too emotional. Ibrahim stepped forward again, his voice rising. Emotional? When my people are insulted, yes, I am emotional. I am attached to dignity. Then came the moment that would be remembered as the diplomatic slap of the 21st century. Without touching Patel, Ibrahim slammed his hand on the desk, the sound echoing like thunder. Enough! He shouted. Enough disrespect, enough ignorance, enough treating African leaders like beggars. We are your equals. Patel recoiled. Chaos broke out in the studio. Marcel rushed in. We need to go, he whispered urgently. Patel, panicked, shouted, Security! You don't need security, Mr. Patel, Ibrahim said, straightening his jacket. I came in peace. I leave in peace. But now the world sees who you really are. As Ibrahim exited, social media exploded. Hashtags like Ibrahim Traoré, Dignité Africaine, and KASH Patel exposed trended globally. Outside, the New York night buzzed with energy. Marcel, Ibrahim said, glancing at the skyline, get our lawyers. I believe Mr. Patel is about to learn the legal cost of insulting a head of state. 3 days later, in a high-rise law office on Wall Street, Sarah Whitman, a renowned international lawyer, reviewed the footage with meticulous precision. This is aggravated defamation, she told Ibrahim. He knowingly damaged your image and that of Burkina Faso on a global platform. I recommend suing for $90 million, Ibrahim nodded. This wasn't about money. It was about changing the rules. How often has this happened before? He asked. Too often, Sarah replied, but never with this kind of response. You're setting a precedent. Meanwhile, in a modest office in Queens, KASH Patel paced nervously. 3 sponsors have pulled out, he fumed. I'm being crucified online. His lawyer tried to calm him, but then the phone rang. It was Fox News. The reckoning had begun.